You also talked about energy frequency, which ties into this scare that has been created, the fear that has been created. And fear is such a powerful emotion, powerful in the shadow aspect, powerful in the negative aspects of it. It's such a powerful emotion that all it took was for the mainstream media to bombard you with negative, fearful, scary messages about this whole pandemic and the virus, that fear that was injected onto the people would be the ground that they were laying down, so then their agendas would succeed. And unfortunately, that fear worked for a lot of people. A lot of people, even some people who call themselves on the spiritual path. And I'm not saying I deny the fact that they are on the spiritual path or they think they were on the spiritual path, but they had not done the inner work, because the spiritual path is not just getting on the yoga mat and practicing. It's not just talking a talk. It's about internal work. And it's about knowing and trusting from your intuitive mind, because a lot of effort has gone into making sure that people's trust in their own intuition is eradicated, that you're programmed and conditioned to listen to authority and never question authority. That's counterintuitive for humanity, counterintuitive. But it's years, perhaps hundreds of years and thousands of years of conditioning, that you think that there is this authority in places like government and things like that, or media, or your role models, or even in some cases your parents that don't know any better, but then they want to inject you these ideas. And at so many levels, this programming has been done. When you vibrate at such a low energy frequency of fear, just by vibrating in that vibration that is very low in frequency, you're already attracting a lot of negative things. Like attracts like. If you're in fear, you're going to attract more fear. You're going to attract more experiences that will tell you you were right about that fear, because you're experiencing in that frequency. So they'll bring a lot of experiences in that fear frequency realm. We are multi-dimensional beings. If you're in the dimension of fear, that's how you're going to experience the world. And your experiences, your life experiences, are going to match that frequency. Apathy. A lot of people are vibrating at apathy, which is also a lower, but it's higher than fear, but it's still low in vibrational frequency, which causes you to do not take any action. Do not do anything about what something intuitively is telling you it should change. Something that you know is wrong. You are apathetic. You let it happen. You don't take the right action. And so therefore, you will be exposed to anything that anybody does and says and inject into your body, because you're being apathetic, not proactive. Now, the next level, if you're at anger, you're vibrating at a much higher level. It is better to have righteous anger and transmute that like an alchemist into right action. Not succumbing to staying in anger, but transmute it, feel it, let it move through you. Be angry at what is happening. Be angry out of the lies. Be angry with the harm that is being done. But then don't stay there. Breathe through it. Transmute that energy into right action. Do something about it. Educate others. Write something. Talk to your officials. Go to your local government, your representatives, talk to them, sign a petition, write a petition. Be out there. Engage in your local communities that are getting together to make things change. Be outspoken. For God's sake, be outspoken. Don't fear. You're a divine being that is empowered to live in this very now moment as an agent of change. Recognize it and step into that leadership role, in that transformational person that you're meant to be.